What is going on, everybody? You already know it is Friday night. It is 7 p.m. It is Inside the Octagon. My name is Paul Spencer. Of course, I'm with that guy right there, Josh Gordon, the OG of UFC. What's going on, Josh?
Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, man. First, man, this weather sucks up here where we're living, brother. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I know. Lots of fucking storm
Tornadoes,
damage.
tornadoes. I'm
Yeah,
hearing.
tornadoes.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that. I thought it was bullshit. I was looking on Facebook and
Yeah, I didn't believe it either.
yeah, a tornado hitting like near Richland and Penn State got kind of demolished. Pittsburgh
Oh
got
yeah,
demolished. Dude, man, now I know what it feels like to be in the UFC and get hit with something, right?
yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, it's crazy. Last night I was doing a podcast, lost power, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, man.
Yeah, I lost power last night too, but only for a couple hours. It wasn't too
Yeah,
long.
mine was like an hour. Yeah, about an hour. Yeah. But hey, Josh, listen, tomorrow night, man, listen, we had some bangers quite a few times this year, but brother, I'll tell you what, this card, man, we keep it real here. We're gonna keep it real. This card really doesn't like make me happy at all. I mean, I understand it's a free card, Josh, free card, but Josh, talk to me.
Yeah, I mean, the UFC's been so good to us this year.
Yeah,
You know, every
yeah,
once in a while you get, you know, shitty cards, but
yeah,
there's a few fights tomorrow night that are going to be
mm,
pretty fun.
yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know. A lot of the guys, I ain't gonna lie, some of the guys on there I don't know too well.
Yeah, I
Very
mean,
few of them.
we got a lot of Cage Warrior fighters coming up, PFL
Yeah,
fighters here, and it's hard to do like their due diligence. Like, I'll be honest with you, man. We both watch a lot of it, but I'll tell you what, some of these characters, dude, I don't know them honestly. I really don't, man.
yeah, and it's not like these guys are young either. They're like mid-30s.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like, okay, you think about guys making their debut, a guy coming from the PFL, been in the UFC, goes to the PFL, which we're going to talk about. Jeremy Stevens here. Josh, 38 years old, man.
Oh yeah,
38 years old, versus Mason Jones here. Uh, let's talk about Jeremy Stevens first, Josh. Okay, he was in the UFC. Listen, he fought some dudes, man. Gamrot, Rodriguez, Aldo. His last win in the UFC, going back 2018, was Josh Emmett. Josh Emmett in 2018 was his last win in the UFC. He goes to the PFL. Here's the crazy thing, Josh. He goes 1-7 in the PFL. Can you explain this to me? Can you explain this to me? I mean,
no.
why is he here? Why is he here, Josh? Why is he here?
I
One and
don't
seven
know,
PFL.
man. He's got a cool name, I guess. I don't know, Jeremy Stevens. I
The
don't know.
name.
He's fought a couple cool guys. I guess his
Yeah.
record, who
Oh,
he's fought, what he's done. I don't know. You think he's gonna retire? I'd say that like every podcast.
but
I'd think
Josh, I
like,
mean,
is this guy gonna retire?
Josh, your last win in the UFC was 2018. You're making your second debut in the UFC here again. One and
Yeah,
seven PFL. Josh, you
against
can't retire.
somebody
You can't
who's
retire on
young.
that. You can't retire on that, Josh. You
I
can't.
don't know if you lose, you can 100%.
Oh,
I mean, 38. Who?
oh,
How old's the guy he's fighting?
I didn't even look that up. He's 50. He's got to be a young cat, right? I didn't even look up how old Mason Jones was. Oh, you got it in front of you, Josh, or no?
I'm figuring it out, trying
Oh my
to.
God, Mason. He's 38 years old versus let's see, Mason Jones here. I didn't even look that up actually. Let's see here, Mason Jones, UFC age. Well, damn, he's 30.
Well, that's not
That's
too
young.
bad.
That's young UFC. Young
That's
UFC.
yeah.
Yeah.
38 versus 30 is a pretty big difference.
But Josh, are you familiar with Mason Jones? Are you familiar with him?
No, not really. I'm
Me
not
either.
familiar with either of these fighters, so I'm a fake fan. I'm not.
Listen,
I'm not gonna lie. I don't have too much to say
mhm,
about them. I
yeah,
just hope it's not a snooze fest, and I hope it's on the main card for a reason.
I hope so. I
I
hope so. Hope so. Because I mean, Mason Jones is 3-0 or 3-0 in the UFC. Okay, so far he was 4-0 in in cage fighting.
yeah.
But Josh, I don't know, man. I don't know this guy. I'm not gonna say what I don't know and bullshit my way through it. I
Mhm.
don't know, and I just like you said, I hope this is just not a snooze fest because
Yeah, I
it's
hope
the
we
opener. It's
find
the
out who
opener.
Mason Jones is. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
hope does something tomorrow against Jeremy Stevens that makes his name memorable.
exactly right. Yeah, we want to get his first win since 2018 in UFC. 38 years old, but I'm not even going to bet this, Josh, because I don't even know. This is a toss up to me. I don't even know these dudes. Honestly, I can't bet on. So I don't even know. You know what? I'll go with just for shits and giggles. I'll go with the old guy, 38 years old, Josh.
Yeah, what is he, a plus 400? He's a plus
Exactly.
425.
Well, John, you know what? Flip the script. I'm rolling.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you never know.
God, plus 400. God, Josh.
Throw
Oh,
a dollar at it.
throw a dollar. You walk away with $5, man. Go for it.
Yeah,
Go.
there
Why
you go.
not? Makes your night. Yeah. All right, let's move on to the bantamweight here. Cameron Sutherland versus Sidley here. 12-4 versus 11-2 here. What do you think about this one, Josh?
Um, these guys are young. This is gonna be pretty fun. I mean, odds are what plus 114 and
Yeah,
minus
it's like a pick 'em.
135.
It's like a pick 'em here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pick them, choose them. American versus Ukrainian. That looks
Yeah.
pretty fun.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I can just hear the crowd right now chanting USA on this one. You know what I mean? Big
I
time.
honestly don't know who Cameron Smotherman is. Do you know who he is?
You know what? I had to go back and look at him, Josh. I mean, he's not a name that I remember. I mean, he's the guys that even fought. I mean, I'm looking at Jake Hadley, Ryan Mandalaya, Ryan Coast, and Mando Gutierrez. And these are fights from the Furies. It wasn't UFC though. He fought in Fury. He's only 1-0 in the UFC, Josh.
Yeah, I'm looking at that.
You know?
His last fight was back in October of last
Yeah,
year, and it was a decision.
exactly. Unanimous decision versus Haley, but I mean, he's only 1-0 in the UFC too. And I'm like, okay, well, it's hard to. I don't even know, Josh. Honestly, this card really like. Damn, well, who the fuck are these guys talking UFC if they don't
The
even watch?
baby-faced killer.
Yeah, I do like the name though. I like the babyface killer name though. I do like that though. I'll give you that.
So if he's like baby-faced, how old is this guy?
I didn't even look that up.
Yeah,
I didn't even look that crap up, Josh. I didn't even look that crap up this time. Let's see, Cameron Sutherland. Let's see.
He is 27 years old, so he's pretty
Okay,
young.
he's a baby face. Okay, he's a
Yeah.
baby face. We'll give him that.
12
We'll
and
give that.
4. All right. Yeah.
All right, Sidley here, 11-2, 4 UFC fights. Basically fought nobody. So
4 UFC fights. How did they end up? Win, lose.
Yeah, he's who was he?
Split decision.
Split decision, TKO.
Holy shit.
That's what I mean, Josh.
I don't know. I think we've just been spoiled, man. We've been spoiled the past couple of weeks.
Well, my thing is this: are we being punked with this card or something? Like,
no, listen. They put these guys together for a reason. These guys are fighting for a reason. You know. I just hope. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, you show me something. Let me remember your name after this fight card. I mean, I don't know you. I'm going to be honest. These guys. I mean, I know that I've heard the name before, Josh, but the names. I can't just put them in the ring and see them in the ring. I can't go back and it was something. I remember. You know.
Yeah, I don't know too much about them. They haven't done anything that's caught my attention.
Yep. Ken Fry checking in. What's going on, Ken? Ken's the host of 3 of our shows here: Silver and Black Raiders, Silver and Black Kings, also the Mets, Batcave, and he does the Atomic Drop. What's going on, Ken? And he's a huge Raider fan, and can't wait to hop on next week to talk to Ken about some Raiders there. Privileged to join his show. Thanks for joining us, Ken. Appreciate that, brother. All right, so you know what? For shits and giggles, where are we going with this one, Josh? Who wins this one?
I'm going to go with the young buck. I'm going to go with Smotherman, the babyface killer. See how he does.
Okay.
I mean, he won by a decision his last fight. I can't remember his last fight. I just hope this isn't another snooze fest. I hope these guys go in there and try to put on a show and knock each other out.
Yeah, I mean, you're making a name for yourself here. I mean, you're coming from Fury. The other guy's 4-0, 3-1 in his fights, but this is a name to make yourself known here. I mean, you're on low card. Show yourself something. Maybe you can get a UFC fight night coming up on the next one. We'll see. But yeah, another pick 'em to me, Josh. I mean, I'll watch it, of course. But let's go to another bantamweight here. Montel Jackson, 14-2 versus Daniel Marcos, 17-0.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's very. I know he's 17-0. I remember seeing this guy before. He hasn't had like too many exciting fights.
No.
I'm not.
They all go to decision. I mean,
like most of them have like been decision. They're not really like even unanimous.
Mm-hmm.
Like split. Could not. Won. He had a no contest.
Yeah, that was.
He won by TKO against. Who is this? Simon Oliveira. Okay.
Now, is that any relations or to Charles? Because I know he has a brother.
Oliveira. You know those Brazilians.
Yeah.
Everybody's got the same last name.
Ken says sometimes the weakest card on the paper can produce the best. That is true. I mean, you're making a name for yourself. One punch does it all. Kick hurt around the world.
Yeah.
You know, a great submission move. You know, Anik might jump up. Well, Anik's not going to be there for this one, but you know, somebody might jump in and say, "Oh, one of those moments." But I don't know, dude. I hope it happens, but we'll see, man. We'll see.
Well, yeah, we'll see about this guy's record. You know, he's 17-0 right now. Hopefully, you know, he's not that for no reason.
Yeah.
If he comes out, he'll be 18-0.
Yeah, I mean,
but I don't know if you're trying. This is Montel Jackson's number 15 on the rankings. This guy's not even ranked, so I guess this is like his opportunity to get a ranked spot. But I don't know, man. Montel Jackson, I remember his last fight.
18 seconds. 18 seconds.
Yeah, and he just got him with like a super fast straight. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like you could barely
blink. You can blink. You can't even blink. Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, like it was like really cool. Like they both went for each other at the same time, and Jackson was just faster. But Jackson's coming off of a 5-fight win streak, and his last two fights came out in
first round.
Were knockout in the first round. Yeah. This guy's pretty impressive. He's 15-2. I think he knocks the other dude out. I think he knocks Marcos out. I want him to knock Marcos out. I want him to continue a win streak. I want more exciting fighters. Montel Jackson is exciting fighter. He's at number 15 in the bantamweight roster. He needs to work his way up. And I hope that he gives this guy his first professional loss. That'd be pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, I agree, man. I want to see Montel get it, because after when I see him with the Blackshear fight there, you know, then his first round was it Yanda?
Yeah, and Blackshear's not a nobody. I've seen Blackshear before, you know.
Yep.
I think. How tough do you think this fight is gonna be for either of these guys? Like, you know what I mean? With Marcos finding a guy, Montel Jackson, who has like one punch knockout power, you know, knocking dudes out. Like, do you think Marcos is going to try to go to the ground, or you think this is going to be like a stand up type of deal? I hope it's stand up, but
yeah, I think Josh. I mean, Marcos is 17-0. He's got to be 17 for a reason. The record states that, but. Man, you know, I'm watching Montel here in his last fight, 18 seconds. He's got the power, like you said. To me, this is a debut for me. This is to make my name against number 15 here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to like slow the roll a little bit, because we know Montel's is going to come in swinging. If I can get out of the first round and get this guy to respect me maybe a little bit, I think that's the path to this one. I think he maybe tries to take him to the ground. I don't want to stand up against Montel Jackson, dude. I really don't.
Yeah.
No. But
yeah, hopefully Montel Jackson, you know, he's got some good grappling.
I think Montel gets him in. I think it's a TKO, man. I really do.
Do you think he can do it in the first round again? That's hard to do. A fighter doing it 3 times in a row in the first round.
Okay, what are we talking first round here, Josh? Are we talking beginning? Or are we talking middle? Or are we talking ending? Or are we just talking first round in general?
First round in general. The whole 5 minutes from beginning to end.
Damn,
just the first round. Just put betting on the first round.
See, I don't know much about Marcos, though, man. I really don't, though. You know what I mean? Yeah. I really don't. I mean, I can't really name a fighter he's fought. Yanez, Castana. I can't name these dudes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And God, I mean, I've seen Montel, but you know what? Screw it, Josh. I'm going 3 straight TKOs, brother. That's
3 straight TKOs.
I'm going 3 straight TKOs.
That's pretty cool. That's hard to do, man. That's
on a fight like this, you have to. You know, on a fight like this, you have to. What is the money line odd on Montel? It's got to be a huge favorite, right?
Montel, he is minus. No, actually, it's fairly even. It's minus 118.
Are you serious?
Wait a minute. Marcos is plus 168. Probably because the guy's 17-0. You know. Are we basing
odds on his 17-0 record though?
Probably.
I think that's what it is.
I mean, if he has the ability to hold a dude down and you know outpoint him, you know, I mean that just seems to be the role of most of these guys.
Man,
just try to grapple them till they don't feel, you know what I mean, till they just give up.
You know what? I mean, I might change my mind, but if, you know, I'm here to make a couple dollars, you know, and try to eat some noodles tomorrow, I might just go with the TKO, honestly. You know what I mean? Because
yeah. That's
the only thing I see, because you're at really even money going into this, you know, fight with the odds that we're looking at. Let's see. I want to see something real quick here. Let's see real quick. TKO winning method. Damn, he's only a plus 350 for a TKO, man. That's it. That's not. I mean, that's not really big, but damn, it's gonna be a TKO. Submission is plus 900, Josh. He ain't submitting him. It's gonna be a TKO, but Marcos is a plus 550 for a TKO. So maybe we're missing something with the 17-0 guy, man.
Yeah, yeah, probably.
All right, you asked me what's going to happen. Are you going to go 3 straight? Where are you going?
Yeah, I'll go 3 straight.
Ooh.
Throw some money at it. That'd just be pretty cool, man. Like if Montel Jackson gets 3 straight like that, then he's gonna get a high ranked guy. You know what I mean? He's gonna get it to work his way up the rosters, and especially if he does it with style, you know that adds entertainment value. You know that's what the UFC is looking for, and if Montel Jackson can provide that, you know, he's probably got a bright future. That's how I hope it goes.
Yeah, I do too. I think I don't know the other guy. He's an up and comer, 17-0. I mean, sky's the limit for this kid being 18-0 possibly with the 1-0 contest.
Yeah, fighting number 15 ranked. You know, he's finally getting into the ranked roster of the bantamweight division.
Exactly.
Marcos. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I think this is one of the few fights that I'm excited for.
Yeah, I am. I'm on fire with this one here. Let's move on to the next one, welterweight here. Man, we got another old dude, senior citizen here, Santiago, 38 years old, 31-8. You know, versus Rodriguez, 18-5.
Yeah.
Man.
Hey, man, don't sleep on Ponzinibbio now.
I'm not.
He fought Jeff Neal. Jeff Neal.
Kevin
he fought
Holland,
Michael Pereira.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? I think he lost to both of those guys, though. But still, there's some names, you know.
Yeah,
I mean, like
his last fight was it Callister Harris? He TKO in the 3rd round.
Kevin Holland. He fought Kevin Holland and got knocked out.
Yeah, he lost down 3rd round. Lost that one too. Yeah.
I don't know. He might have something, man. I like him a lot. You know, he's fighting Daniel Rodriguez, who's you know, I believe he's a grapple heavy fighter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
What does he have? He's got he fought Ian Gary. Okay, Ian Gary knocked him out in the 1st round. He got
wait, was it oh, that's right, Machado, right? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he fought Ian Machado Gary, and then after that, he fought Gastelum.
Yeah.
He fought Neil Magny and lost.
In a sub, yeah, you got a loss versus sub on that 1st round.
But he fought Jing Liang and
he beat him,
decision.
Yeah.
Okay. And then his last fight was Morano by split decision. I like Morano. But yeah, no, losing to Gastelum, Neil Magny, and Ian Gary.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. Those are like some well-known guys. I mean, especially Ian Gary and Kevin Gastelum. But Neil Magny, he's like one of the biggest gatekeepers of the welterweight division. Right. He's like your biggest test. Losing to him says a lot, you know, especially with Neil Magny's performance recently.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think that was probably Neil Magny's last win was against Rodriguez. Let me check here.
Ooh, wow, man. I mean, I'm just looking. I mean, record-wise,
no,
it wasn't that one.
No, it wasn't. Holy shit, dude! Neil Magny's been active. Holy cow!
Really?
Yeah. So that fight was back in 2022 when he fought Neil Magny. Neil Magny's fought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times since 2022. That's pretty active.
3 years. That's pretty active. Yeah, usually get like 2 fights a year. He's got an extra one thrown in there in 3 years.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah.
We're not even halfway through 25 yet either. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Wow. But anyways, I give this fight to Ponzinibbio, man. I gotta give it to him. I want him to win. I want the vet to win. Yeah. You know, is he coming off of a? No, he's coming off of a win.
Yeah, against Harris. Yeah, he got a 3rd round TKO versus Harris. He got that.
Yeah, he's got a very win-loss heavy.
Yeah.
Heavy record. Yeah, this is gonna be pretty fun, man. These guys are pretty leveled out. Daniel Rodriguez versus Ponzinibbio. Yeah, Ponzinibbio, dude, this is another close one. Holy shit, on the odds, minus 122 plus 102. Ponzinibbio's coming in as the favorite at minus 122. Yeah, that's crazy odds, man. Dude, the odds are close tonight.
It is. It's kind of weird. I mean, these are all these right now are really pick-ups to me, Josh.
3 fights in a row. 3 fights in a row are in the hundreds for the odds.
That's insane to me. I mean, I'm looking at the record, like you said. I mean, he's fought Gary, he's fought Gastelum, both losses, of course. Magnia was there. His last fight was Moreno. Santiago, you can't, like you said, you can't sleep on this dude, man. But
no, he's been in there, man. He's a vet. I think he goes in there. He's gonna go after Daniel Rodriguez. Do you think it's gonna go the distance with these guys being all
how old is Rodriguez?
I don't know,
I
man.
mean, we're talking 38 years old here, and Ponzia here, 38 years old. But I mean, that's a number, but still. I mean, I'm looking at well, you know what, Josh? I mean, the dude does go 3 rounds, man. His last 3 fights have gone the distance. The win in the third round TKO, a unanimous loss, and a third round TKO against Kellen Holland. He does go the distance. I'm not worried about that, but man, Rodriguez here. There's got to be a reason he's just barely a slight dog here, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is hard. This is like, damn. If you put my arm to it, I'm going to go Santiago. I mean, you're only going to win about 50 cents on a dollar here, so I'm probably going to go. Well, you're not going to lose. You're going to 30 cents on a dollar, really. You think about it, but I'm going to go Santiago here. I do think it. I don't think it goes a distance, Josh. 3-round fight. Oh, God. Then again, man, I think I'm calling a winner on this one. You know what I mean? Where are you going to lay your odds on, Josh? Where are you going with this one, man?
I'm gonna go knockout. I'm going to go Ponzinibbio knocks out Rodriguez. I think the old guy's going to get a knockout. I don't know. Either that or a decision. I hope tomorrow's violent. I hope that
we need it. We need this one. Yeah, we need this one, man.
I just hope these guys are like, fuck it. I just hope they go in there and try to kill each other.
Yeah, and, I want these guys to do that because I want to remember these guys' names. Because we're not doing any justice for not even knowing these dudes. But I'll tell you what, I want something to remember. So go out and get me something. Josh, I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go decision, man.
You're gonna go decision.
I'm gonna go decision because both these dudes go distances, man. You look at their last fights; they go the distance, except for the Magnia fight. You know what I mean?
Hey, man, we're talking all this shit. Watch tomorrow
be a banger.
Watch tomorrow be like the best fights of the year. Like every fight's like crazy, spinning heel kicks.
I can just imagine, Josh. We're watching this. I'm gonna be texting like, "Holy shit, dude, we were wrong." Yeah, next fight, holy shit. Yeah, I want that, but I'm gonna go Santiago. I'm gonna go. I think Rodriguez gets around though, man. I think it's going to be a split decision. I can't.
You think it's going to be split?
Yeah, I don't see it's going to be. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be. So, all right.
Fair enough.
Well, let's get to something that we can really talk about here. Let's talk about this one here, the middleweight fight. D. Ritter, 19-2 versus Bo Nickel, 7-0, man. Let's talk about this one, dude.
Well, how do you feel about it, man? You're a Pennsylvania native. How do you feel about Bo Nickel?
Well, I'm not a Penn State guy, first of all. I can't stand Penn State, but I'll tell you what, man, this dude, I think he's the real deal. I love, his last fight, dude, against Brundage. I'm sorry, against, what was it?
Paul Craig.
Paul Craig.
That was fucking. Rounds, I was so disappointed in that fight, man.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm talking about.
Right I thought. So I'm like a fan of grappling. Okay, I don't mind like sitting there and watching an entertaining grappling fight. Now I don't like when somebody tries to sit there like that one guy Finney. You remember his fight a couple weeks ago? He just sat there and held the guy. I hate that shit.
Yeah.
But dude, Paul Craig and Bo Nickel had so much potential to be like an amazing fight. But they just respected each other's grappling so much that they just decided to duke it out on the feet and like did nothing on the feet. They like missed some but I don't know.
100%.
I don't know. How do you think this fight's gonna go? Like, do you think the Ritter and Bo Nickel, do you think they're going to go to the ground, or do you think they're going to respect each other's ground game so much that that they just keep it on the feet like Bo Nickel did last time with Paul Craig? Or do you think Bo Nickel's going to listen and be like, yeah, kind of fucked up my last fight?
I see it two ways, Josh. Exactly what you just said. Bo Nickel's last fight, okay? He is a ground guy. He's all-state, conference wrestler, one of the GOATs, basically, in wrestling history in college. I think he learned his lessons. You got to win with what you do best, brother. And what you did last time, it was like, okay, you pulled out a decision, unanimous, but it wasn't Bo Nickel. You got to take this dude to the ground. You got to be Bo Nickel, ground and pound, get control, do what you need, wrestle him, wrestle the fucking bear. Yeah. But then again, on Ritter's side, sub TKO. Okay, this guy, he can wrestle, Josh. He can put you in moves too. I want to see both these dudes on the mat. I really do. The best wrestler Can he overcome the subs from Ritter? I want to see that. I want to see Bo on the ground being Bo. But
Yeah,
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
If Bo beats the Ritter, it's gonna speak volumes on who Bo Nickel is.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
the Ritter being like a very renowned MMA guy. I mean,
Mhm.
19-2 is a pretty decent record. But Bo Nickel, I think. All right, I think he has too much hype to his name. Okay.
I agree. 4-0 in the UFC. That's it, Josh. 4-0 in the
Yeah,
UFC.
4-0 in the UFC, and you're fighting Renier de Ritter, who is what
Now,
he's in the rankings, right?
now
What is
wait,
he in the
and
rankings?
correct me if I'm wrong. He's only 2-0 in the UFC, De Ritter.
I thought he has more fights than that.
I thought
in
he was
UFC.
with
I thought
one.
I'd seen
I
his
thought he was
name.
with one in UAE. That's where he's usually from. Because I was looking up his name. I
Okay.
watched him fight. Okay, here's his thing. In UFC, he's 2-0. In UAE, he's 1-0. And then in one fighting, he's 15-2. So he's undefeated in UFC, but all his bouts were in one fighting.
One FC. One FC, man.
It's no joke, though. I know
No,
that.
yeah, it ain't no joke.
Right. I mean, 19-2 versus 7-0. Go ahead. You're
What
not
was
believing the hype.
what was his record in one FC? What do they look like? Like,
I didn't go back that far, but I just looked at it. He was 15-2. 15-2.
okay, I
Yeah.
understand. All right.
Yeah.
I don't know. Bo Nickel is a huge favorite, and Renier de Ritter is a pretty big underdog.
Yeah.
I'm not. I think de Ritter gets it. I'm gonna go against Bo Nickel.
Whoa.
I just think there's too much hype behind Bo Nickel's name, and I think this is the fight that humbles him. I think he's gonna. I don't know.
Wow.
If it goes to the ground, it's going to be very interesting. I think it's
Yeah.
going to be 50-50, but if they keep it on the feet, I mean,
Mhm.
Bo Nickel he's shown some pretty good striking. He has a knockout in the UFC,
Mhm.
but in that Paul Craig fight, he just threw overhand.
Yeah.
Like his striking like wasn't all there. And de Ritter's sloppy himself,
Right.
he's not like the greatest striker, in the welterweight division,
Yeah.
or the middleweight division rather. But I don't know.
I mean, his thing is he hasn't gotten a TKO in the UFC here.
No,
Ritter.
he hasn't.
It was with the UAE Warrior fights. That's where he got his last. It was a first round TKO, so he does have power. But he submitted Holland in the first round with a sub. He got Merchak in round 3 in a sub. But
so I'll give it this. I'll give it the Ritter decision.
Ooh.
Or Bo Nickel TKO.
Well, you got to give me one, man. You got to give me one of those, Josh.
All right. So if I'm gonna bet big bucks, I'm gonna do the Ritter decision. All right. I'm gonna do the Ritter decision.
Okay,
But for fun,
okay.
like if Bo Nickel can get the Ritter to the ground, I think Bo Nickel can ground and pound his way to victory and get the TKO due to via ground and pound. Via, like just smothering him, landing, just heavy shots on the ground. I think that's what he can do. But if not, and if this ends up being a stand-up match again, I think the Ritter takes it. I think he takes it by decision. I think Bo Nickel's too smart to get knocked out.
Yeah,
but we'll see.
Do you think that maybe Bo Nichols after the last fight, we know what he is, Josh? He's a wrestler, man. He's that guy. He's that dog on the mat. Yeah. Do you think that he tried showing something? Okay, I'm more.
Yeah, against Paul Craig.
People were saying all he is a one-dimensional wrestler. That's all he is.
Yeah.
Do you think maybe in his corner was like, or him, personally said, hey, I want to show something different. I'm a stand-up guy. I can stand up with anybody. I can do anything. Do you think maybe that a little bit, Josh? I mean.
And if you're going to do that, Paul Craig would be the guy to do that too, because Paul Craig's a jiu-jitsu heavy backer. Yeah. If you want to show off some striking, but the issue is neither like he didn't do well with it.
That's it.
He threw a lot of the same strikes, and that speaks on Paul Craig too, because Paul Craig's been in the UFC for a while. He holds wins over Jamal Hill, and he has he holds the only loss to Ankalaev. He in the final 5 seconds, he got a crazy arm triangle, and got Ankalaev. I don't, and that speaks on Paul Craig too, because Paul Craig, seeing that Bo Nickel wanted to stand up with him, Paul Craig should have been just as active with him, just as Bo Nickel should have been active with Paul Craig. You know,
Yeah. I mean, I just want to see. Yeah, I want to see Bo Nickel. The last 3 fights that I've seen him with Brundage, Woodburn, and Pickett. That's what I want to see. I want to see Bo Nickel. I want to see Bo
like
Nickel be his best.
active, going for it,
Exactly.
trying
Yeah.
to knock dudes out, trying to
Yeah.
take them down. He didn't really do that in Paul Craig.
Hmm.
I hope that's what he does for this fight.
I
But
mean,
he's got to be careful. He's
do
got
you,
to be
yeah,
careful against
do
the
you,
Ritter, man.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I want to ask you. Do you think he can reverse the submission attempts, the Ritter?
Yeah, he's got really. I mean, he submitted Kevin Holland, and Kevin Holland has really good.
Yeah.
You know, he's got really good jujitsu. Every fight Kevin Holland gets to the ground, and he does
Hmm.
well.
Yeah.
On his back.
True.
Now I'm thinking
Man.
Kevin Holland ends up on his back a lot,
Yeah, I was like, let's do the same
but he
thing.
does well.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, he broke that one guy's arm, Kevin Holland.
Oh, yeah.
But anyways, yeah, no, DeRitter submitted Kevin Holland in the first round.
Yeah.
That speaks a lot,
It
because
does. That's
Kevin
what I mean.
Holland is one
Yeah.
of my favorite fighters.
That's what I mean. I mean, if it's a ground game, this could be anybody's thing. Best men on the mat here because we got back-to-back subs from DeRitter.
Yeah.
And oh God, Nickel can submit you. He can pound you, but I want to see this on the mat, man, because I just want to see best on best, honestly, on the mat, Josh. You know what I mean? But if I had to pick a winner, see, I'm on the same boat as you, man. I don't like the Nickel hype train, dude. I'm not on it,
Yeah.
honestly. I'm not, man. 4-0. Paul Craig was his best fight that he had, name wise. Oh man. Oh shit. What was the odds again for Ritter?
I think plus 260.
All right, you know what? I'm going with the dog here. I'm going plus 260. I'm going straight
Yeah.
money line for a win here. I think it's going to be a split. I'm going to give the Ritter the split decision here. I'm going to go plus 260
Yeah.
on split.
Yeah.
That's pretty fair to me. That's okay money.
Yeah, that's not bad, and
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's crazy that Bo Nickel is a minus 325. I honestly think
That's high.
I think this fight should be closer than that. I'm
I think so
surprised
too.
it's not
Yeah.
in the hundreds like the other fights.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird because the last three we're talking about, okay, 38 versus, 5 years old in the ring here. And the guy was, a minus 130 versus a minus 116. This one here shows me a minus 3 plus 260. This is the one I thought would be a lot closer, Josh, honestly, like you said, man.
Yeah.
God, all right. So you're going to go, how you going to go? You're going knockout, you said?
The Ritter by decision. And then for funsies, I might throw a couple bucks on, like, if the Ritter decision doesn't hit, I might throw a couple bucks on Bo Nickel knockout.
All right, I'm gonna go vice versa. I'm gonna go split decision here to Ritter for money line.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a plus 260, right? That's a good come up right there. I'm gonna throw a little bit more, maybe a couple dollars on it. I'm gonna go Ritter knockout, man.
You're gonna go to Ritter TKO?
Yeah, just for shits and giggles, because I think that's gonna be
what
big
round? You gonna speak?
Oh, you're making me say rounds too. You're gonna make me round. Damn, Josh. I mean, I'm going out of the box here and saying at least a knockout, but God, man. I mean,
I don't see it being in the first round.
No.
You think you could catch him in like the middle of it, like the second round or the last? Like, what do you think, man? This is a fun one.
But you really think about this. When was the last time Nickel's been out of that second round, man? You know what I mean? You test him.
Paul Craig, he went out.
Unanimous. Yeah, you're right. Yes, yeah.
His last fight.
There goes my thought.
But it wasn't like it wasn't.
It was a fight not to lose, not to win, not to lose kind of fight.
But like, you can't really compare that.
No, I mean his last two second round sub, first round sub, and the against Beard was a 52-second on Indiana White's Contender Series. If I'm going to say the TKO by DeRitter, I'm going to go third round TKO. I think he finds him and he levels him, and then he strikes on the ground and takes it on the ground, and we get a stoppage somewhere. I can only see in the third round. There's no way it could be a first round.
Yeah.
Man, damn, wow, man, we're crazy on this one, man. I tell you. Oh God! All right, let's get to the main event here. The bantamweight, Corey Sandhagen, 17-5 versus.
I'm very excited.
I am too.
I think this should be on like a pay-per-view, in my opinion. But it's getting the main event on a UFC fight night.
Yes, it's good. It's good for this card right here. Yeah, main event.
What do you think about this, man? Corey Sandhagen, he just lost to Umar, right? Yeah, now he's fighting Figueiredo.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How do you think this is going to go, dude? Corey Sandhagen, he's incredible on the feet.
Yeah.
But then again, Figueiredo's ground game,
Man, I tell you, I go back to Figueroa, Brandon Moreno, dude. The quad, the 4 fights there,
Yeah.
both ways back and
Those
forth.
are great.
They tested the chin
They're
on
really
each
good.
other. They tested the ground on each other. He has both, but man, fucking Corey
Underrated
Sandhagen,
fights.
he gets you, dude. He's knocking your ass out. I mean, he's going to test that chin. Honestly, I mean, this is a different power from Brandon Moreno,
Yeah.
though.
And Sandhagen's IQ's very well.
Yes.
But get this, here's the odds, okay? Corey Sandhagen minus 500.
Hold on a second. Hold on, Josh. Hold on. Wait. Time out a second. Wait.
Yeah,
Did
Corey
you say
Sandhagen.
minus 500?
Yeah. Corey Sandhagen is a minus 500. Isn't that crazy, dude? Against Deiveson Figueiredo. I guess it's because I don't know. Deiveson moved up, right? He was in the flyweight division.
Yes.
And then he moved up.
Mm-hmm.
He's since he's been in the bantamweight, he's fought Garbrandt, which he won. Cheeto Vera, which he won.
Yeah.
And then Petr Yan, which you lost by decision, but was a really good fight. Petr Yan whooped his ass, just taking him down. Like he had some really good trips on him.
Yep.
Man. I think I am going to go with Figueiredo. I'm going to go with the underdog. I don't think Corey Sandhagen is going to be able to come back from his past couple of losses. I think he's on a losing streak, is he not?
He lost his last one in Nurmagomedov for Unamass, but I think he won. His previous was against Font. He won that on decision. He got Vera on decision, and then Song Yang, he beat him as well.
Okay, fair enough. And then he lost to
Petr Yan and
Dillashaw decision and
Yan.
Yeah. Okay, so I thought he lost before Umar. All right.
Yeah.
We'll see, dude.
Their common opponents are exactly true because they both lost to Yan, okay, and they both lost to Font. Or no, saying they both beat Font. So their matches are pretty much identical. But man, God, I mean, Figueiredo coming up in division, he's proved that he can fight these guys. That's not an issue,
he's done very well. He's just a little small. I'm pretty sure Corey Sandhagen is way bigger than him.
He's short too, but he's got a bigger stature though.
Well, he's like super lengthy. He's got he's got KO power. He's got some really good kicks, man. I think he got a flying knee on the guy. I could be fucking wrong.
Let me ask you this real quick. Okay, he lost the Nurmagomedov in a unanimous decision, Font unanimous decision, and either win or lose. His last TKO was Song Yang. Okay, but when was the last time Figueiredo got a TKO? It's been a minute for both these dudes.
Yeah. That is true. But Figgy does have a TKO in his record. I remember seeing it. I know it's been a while, but I think it's just because of the weight that these guys are at, right?
Yeah, that's true.
It's their weight class and it's their IQ. They're just so good, and most of their fights, it's a mix. It's never like a full stand-up fight. It's always like a mixture of stand-up and going to the ground. Figgy's got hands. He can strike, dude. He beat the fuck out of Brandon Moreno.
Oh
man.
Yeah.
And Brandon Moreno can strike too, but Figgy's got hands. He's got hands. I want to see. Figgy's fight with Marlon Vera. How did that go?
Unanimously, man. Everybody. I mean, they had it big split on this. Yeah, it was unanimous on that side for Figueiredo. Yeah. God.
Yeah, that's not bad. I was trying to see if they had the striking difference.
Yeah, I remember striking.
If they showed the odds on it. I can't find it.
Yeah.
But I think this is going to be a really, really fun and entertaining fight. Both of these guys' IQ is just top tier for the UFC, and Figgy's on a title run. Even though he lost his last fight to Petr Yan, it was still decision. He didn't get knocked out. He hasn't been knocked out in this division yet. He's I think he wins this, and he goes on to fight Petr Yan again.
Run it back. Okay.
Yeah. I think not like I think Petr Yan should obviously work his way up to fighting Marab. I think that would be a very fun fight. I think they
Mm-hmm.
already fought before.
Let's see. Now, damn, you hear that thunder? Did you guys get that thunder just
Yeah,
now? Damn,
yeah,
scared the
I
shit
get
out of
that
me for that
thunder.
one for a second. Yeah, damn, man.
Yeah. So Jan actually fought Marab back in 2023, and Marab won by decision.
Really? A
Yeah,
decision?
yeah.
Wow. Wow.
So
Okay.
yeah, that's
Yeah, that's
pretty
okay.
good.
That
Piotr
is.
Jan lost 3 fights in a row, uh, which he fought for Aljamain Sterling for the belt again.
Okay, that's
He
yeah.
lost by split decision. He fought Sean O'Malley, lost by
Mhm.
split decision. Then he fought Marab, lost by split decision. But then
Ooh,
he's making a comeback. He won against Song Yadong, and then he won against Figgy.
okay.
Um, so he
Okay.
could be working his way back up to title contention.
Yeah.
After
Oh man.
fighting Aljamain. I think that would be very fun, man.
Hmm.
Marab Yan too. That'd be pretty fun, especially if Marab wins after O'Malley, or even Yan O'Malley too. You know,
How you if
that'd be
that one?
pretty fun.
What would you think on that one? O'Malley versus Young. What would you think real quick on that one? We're going out here real quick.
I think that'd be a very entertaining fight.
Hmm.
That's just what I think about it.
Yeah.
I don't think I could pick a side on that one. I think
Hmm.
that's a very 50-50 fight. It
Agree.
could very well go to a decision. And it's either going to be Sean O'Malley surviving Piotr Jan's takedowns and
Hmm.
outstriking him, and it's going to be Piotr Jan taking down O'Malley, wearing them out, grinding
Yeah.
them down, beating on them, like Piotr Jan does. And
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know, that'd just be a pretty fun fight.
I agree with you. I think O'Malley has to look for his striking timing and striking, wait for the right
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
just catch him with something there because we've seen it
Yeah.
happen many times. It's
He's
precise striking. So
he's fighting Marab coming up, man.
yeah, I know. I
O'Malley
seen that one.
Marab.
Yeah.
That's gonna be pretty fun, dude.
Yep.
But do you think
Oh man, Figueroa versus Sandhagen. Oh
yeah,
God.
Figueredo versus Sandhagen,
Uh,
dude?
you know what? I mean,
What do you think? Who are you gonna take, man?
I gotta go Figgy, man. I'm serious, dude. I mean,
You're gonna go with the underdog too?
I'm going with the underdog here.
You're
Yeah.
gonna go Figgy. That's crazy.
No, I'm
Okay.
going Figgy, man. Just watching him fight, Josh. I mean, listen, he's moved up in class here. The weight's not an issue. The cardio is not an issue. The
Yeah.
dude can grapple. The dude can strike. He's got a chin. His IQ is out of the roof here. I
Mhm.
got to go with Figgy because whatever Sandhagen does to him, he's gonna find a way to adapt to that, and
Yeah.
he's gonna fight his fight. He ain't gonna go fight nobody's fight. He's gonna fight
Yeah.
his fight. He's gonna fight his fight. I'm
I
going Figgy. I'm going Figgy,
I
man.
think Figgy could be faster than Sandhagen.
That exactly. Yes.
I think he can. I think he could be faster than him, and
Yeah.
if he can
Yeah.
dodge Sandhagen strikes, because
Yeah.
Figgy's got to be careful, because at any moment Sandhagen could land something
He can
and knock
catch you.
him
He can
out.
catch you. Yep.
You
One
know,
punch. Yep.
especially with Figgy being the smaller fighter. But
Mhm. But
guess we'll
I
just have
like
to
what you
see.
said, man. Coming from a flyweight division here, that's what he's got the timing. He's got the precise, cardio. He
Yeah,
has the movement. And I'm going with Figgy, man. But
yeah. Get
how
the
do you
money.
think, Josh? How do you think with this one though? How do you
Yeah,
think?
yeah. No, what are we going? Are we going two underdogs back to back?
I think we are,
The
aren't we?
Ritter and Figgy. That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
Plus 300 and a plus 200.
Hey,
That's some
that's the
big
parlay
money
right there.
making.
That's the parlay right there. That's the parlay
Yeah.
right there, Josh. Screw the other fights, man. They're pick'ems. We're going with the two dogs right here, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
two
Go
fight
for the
parlay,
two
brother.
dogs.
Two fight parlay. Yep.
That's not bad, man.
Co-main event, main event. We're going two fight parlay, man. Yeah, I'm going. Well, how do you think this is going to end up, though? I mean, you looking at TKO? You looking at decision? Where you going?
Decision.
Unanimous
Yeah.
split.
If Figgy
What?
gets it,
Really?
I bet you it will be
Wow.
unanimous.
Wow.
And then,
Unanimous.
yeah.
Damn,
I don't
unanimous.
see Figgy knocking out Corey Sandhagen.
Okay.
Has Corey
Wow.
Sandhagen been knocked out?
I don't think he has, honestly. I'm looking at his last 6 fights. No. Unanimous for Nurmagomedov, and Peter Yan was a decision as well. Dillashaw. How did he lose to Dillashaw? I didn't write that one down.
I believe decision.
Decision. Okay. I don't think he has been knocked out then.
I think
All
I
right.
could be
Let's see here.
very wrong.
Let's see here. Holy shit, man. I'm going to tell you what. I just found the perfect parlay if this happens, Josh. You ready for this one?
What's that?
Figgy by decision.
Okay.
You ready for these odds?
What's that?
plus 900.
Is that the Ritter and Figgy stacking on decision?
No, that's Figgy by itself.
That's Figgy by itself?
That's Figgy. I'm looking at it right now in DraftKings. I'm going to place this right now.
That's
Here it is.
crazy.
Here we go.
Dude.
Corey Sandhagen to win by knockout is plus 330. Sandhagen by decision is 700. Corey to win by decision is minus 160. The house is on Corey Sandhagen for decision. Draws plus 5,000. Figgy by TKO plus 1,200.
1,200?
Yep.
Dude, that's crazy.
Josh, can you give me like 2 minutes real quick?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Give me like 2 seconds, okay?
Yes.
All right, everybody, we're back real quick. Sorry about that. My fault, Josh. I had a important phone call that came through. I had to grab that real quick. I just told him to call me back in like 5 minutes, real quick. But
that's not a problem.
Yeah, but those odds, dude, plus 900, dude, by itself. I might just throw $5 on that, walk away with $45 if that happens.
Yeah. No,
You know what I mean?
I would too. Yeah, just throw a couple bucks at it, just cause.
And if I parlay those two dogs, I might not even take this to figure out win. I might just take the decision here because I do think it goes to decision plus 900. I parlayed that with the underdog beginning. I might walk away with a plus 1,200 fight here, Josh, on a 2-game parlay for the two dogs.
That's not bad, dude. Put $10 on it, $120.
Yeah, exactly. Well, excuse me. Well, Josh, man, it's about 48 minutes. How about we go ahead and get out of here, Josh?
Yeah.
Definitely, man. God. Okay, real quick. What is your expectations? Give me a grade for this entire card. I want to see if it lives up to it.
I'll give it a C+.
Yeah, me too.
I'll give it a C+. It would be a D if it wasn't Bo Nickel, Corey Sandhagen, and Figueiredo. It would be 100%. A D if it didn't have but it's I'll give it a C+.
I agree. I'm gonna go C+ too. The co-main event, main event sells it for me.
Yeah.
But just like Ken said in the beginning, man, some of these lower cards, your expectations are really nothing. Dude, I want to be able to call. I want to call you tomorrow night and say, "Did you see that shit? We were wrong."
Yeah.
I want to say that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so, I want to be proved wrong, dude. I hope the odds.
100%.
I hope they put these fights together for a reason.
Yeah, I definitely. So we'll be back next week, to recap this, and plus we'll be talking about, the banger that's coming up next, coming weeks. So we'll definitely be talking about that. So, Josh, once again, I appreciate it, man. And I hope this card lives up to something that we can talk about next week, bro. So you ready to get out of here, man?
Oh yeah, man.
Definitely. Guys, my name is Paul. My name is Paul Spencer. That is Josh. This is Inside the Octagon on Out of the Box Sports Entertainment. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to all of our shows out there: Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. And we'll see you next week, next Friday, 7 p.m. to recap this UFC DesMoines. Everybody, then have a good weekend.